In today's video of Back to Basics episode 2, we're going to be talking about none other than the color wheel. As a beginner or a DIY, have you ever thought when you're just working with the colors that it just feels kind of blah and off? But you couldn't figure out why. I'm going to keep this as simple as possible for everyone to understand. So let's get started. This right here is one example of a color wheel. A color wheel is a visual guide that shows you how colors relate to each other. Now, some of these colors do not work with each other, and some of these colors complement each other. And we will get into complementary colors, tint tones and shades, and all of that later on in this video. So when you're first looking at something like this, it can be slightly confusing as to what is what. So around the circle over here, we have your primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Then you have your secondary colors, which is orange, green, and violet. Then you have your tertiary colors, your red, orange, yellow, green, blue violet, and red violet. Now, one thing I really like about this one, and I know someone might ask where I got this color wheel. I either got it from Michaels or Amazon. I do have something similar to this linked in my Amazon storefront, which is in the description of this video. Now, as I said, the one thing I like about this one is on the bottom, it has your black, white, and all the colors in between, which is what we call our grayscale. These colors down here is your tint, meaning you're adding white, your shade, meaning you're adding black to darken that color, or your tones, which are the gray colors in between. So any of these colors down here are going to make the color lighter, or they're going to make the color darker. Okay, now remember, in the realm of color, white and black are actually not on a color wheel. They're only there to help lighten and darken colors. Now, if you look it up here on this half, you have your primary colors and you have your white and black. So if you bring this around the color wheel like this, you can see by adding red to a yellow green, it's going to give you almost like a slightly red brown color. By adding white to blue, you're going to get a nice baby blue color. So if you just keep going around like this, if you have white added to a blue violet, that almost gives you a really nice periwinkle color. These are, at least in my opinion, 3 colors that every beginner nail tech and every DIY needs to have in their collection. Even if you're not using a yellow all the time, but if you don't have certain colors, all of these colors that I talked about 2 seconds ago can be mixed from these 3 colors. Then what are your secondary colors? Here we have a nice green that is from mixing your yellow and your blue. Then you have a purple, which you get from mixing red and blue. And then you have your orange. Orange you get from mixing your red and your yellow. So here are some examples of your primary and your secondary. Now that we have our primary colors and our secondary colors, let me show you some examples of tertiary colors. So now we have a red orange. Here we have a yellow orange, followed by a yellow green, and then a blue green. The last 2 colors are blue violet followed by red violet. Just remember, with all of these colors, we started with our primary colors to get everything here. Now let's talk about complementary colors. Complementary colors are directly opposite from each other on the color wheel. So if I pop up a color wheel over here, some complementary color examples are blue and orange, purple and yellow, and red and green. These create contrast, which makes your nail art pop. Now for the next part of the color wheel, we have analogous. That one I physically had to look up on how to pronounce, but here are examples of analogous colors. they sit next to each other on the color wheel. For example, you have your reds. You have this over here to be a red, red, orange, orange to a yellow orange. Fading these four colors in an ombre would look so freaking gorgeous. Next up with the color wheel, let's talk about monochromatic. When it comes to monochromatic, the most famous colors that we have that everyone likes to do a monochromatic with is black and white. But did you know with black and white, they're not physically on the color wheel? Why? Because black and white represents your tint, tone, and your shades in the color wheel, meaning these two are either going to lighten any one of these colors or darken any one of these colors. Next up, let's talk about warm versus cool toned colors. So if we take these colors here and we do from your red violet all the way to your yellow, so these colors over here, that's going to be your warm toned colors. And then your cool colors would be from your yellow green all the way to your violet right over here. So those are going to be your cool toned colors. And also one color that we forgot to talk about before we end this video is your brown. Now brown you can create by mixing your three primary colors of equal parts. So your brown is also falls into your neutral color territory. So if you want to make this darker, once again, you add your white. And if you want to make this brown darker, then you add black. I hope everyone enjoyed part 2 of my Back to Basics series talking about the color wheel. If you're enjoying this video, let me know in the comment section down below. For video number 3 for Back to Basics, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite things, nail forms. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know whenever I'm going to be uploading a new video. Bye now, family.